Somehow Air-Deraan returned.
That's right, just like your favourite Jedi Masters, we come back from exile, not to force ourselves to death by choice, like Luke, but to continue our podcast exactly where we left off, ignoring any non-canon episodes. I'm joined, as always, by Luke.
And I am joined, as always, by Freddy.
Whoa.
It's fun that both of us are doing the joining and neither is doing the hosting.
We're hosted by Polish Darth Maul.
Again, he's Croatian.
Croatia. I knew he wasn't Czech, but I couldn't remember. I was like,
To explain, because I don't even know if we explained it on the non-canon episode, I brought in 2 figurines to represent the duality of on Air-Deraan. A pretty nice-looking shore trooper from a promotion they were doing at the cinemas, and the absolute god-awful Croatian figure of Darth Maul, with a weirdly shocked expression, no face tattoos, and just generally the worst figure you could ever think of.
all the best. It's probably priceless, as in, it's worthless.
There's no price small enough.
Exactly. You'll be paid to take away Croatian Darth Maul. But talking about getting paid, that appeared in the episode we're talking about, because that's right, we're talking about Hostage Crisis.
Yep.
The final episode of season 1 of Star Wars The Clone Wars. We are finally there. 1 year it took, pretty much.
Yeah, we've finally gotten to Crystal Crisis on Coruscant.
On Utapau.
Hostage Crisis on Utapau, yes, that is correct. There are spinny boys, there are small boys, we are dealing with... Obi-Wan is definitely there.
Yep, he's here. No, but Hostage Crisis is the episode, and it features some pretty blue people. There's a lot of blue in this episode.
It is a very blue episode indeed, in many ways.
In all ways.
It's definitely the steamiest bit of Star Wars we've covered since Clone Wars the movie.
Yeah, I would say there's... But before we get into it, unlike some characters... We must talk about the Star Destructure of the episode.
I was hoping you would have forgotten about this.
No, we are getting into the Star Destructure of the episode. And as always, the Star Destructure is the first segment of the episode.
Yeah.
And then what is the second segment? This is a pop quiz.
Oh, no, okay. Well, before I actually answer your question.
Oh.
In case any of our listeners forgot, or if it's their first time here, Star Destructure is the first segment in our Destructure, where we explain what all the segments in this Star Destructure are. And since, the segment about the segments is the first segment, it's a slightly recursive thing, and I really need help getting out of this loop.
I feel like explaining it made it more complicated.
As it always does.
Like Metachlorians.
Like the Monarch War.
Oh my god.
Where Kyle Katarn is going to die.
Don't get me started on the Monarch War, on Onderon, with the Queen of Onderon and Galen Marek. I can't.
And the scepter that saps Force and possibly destroy the Force Ghost of Freedom Nad.
What? Okay, that's just too much for me. But the first segment, apart from the Star Destructure, is, of course, Grand Admiral Thoughts.
Yes, which are our general thoughts, almost, because they're better than general thoughts.
Better. Non-spoiler.
Non-spoiler stuff about this episode of Clone Wars. About this 12-year-old episode.
I've got a pretty controversial opinion that I know that you'll probably be annoyed at me. I'm going to say it as soon as you ask my opinion on the episode. But...
Well, you think I'm going to be annoyed at you? We're back!
We are. You're going to need to bring the volume down for that clap.
I really will.
After Grand Admiral Thoughts is, of course...
the nitty-gritty of the episode.
No, it's not.
It's been a while. It's the opposite, in fact.
It's the opposite of the nitty-gritty. It's the crochet granite. Because, of course, that's the opposite. And in crochet granite, we go over what happens in the story.
In broad strokes.
Very broad strokes.
In the broadest of boys.
Yeah.
Like a certain character in this episode.
Whoa. Following that, we then go into
The actual nitty-gritty of the episode.
Exactly.
Where we get into, what's the opposite of broad?
Minutia. I don't know.
Celibate?
The details, the celibates. We talk about the things that happen in the episode in more detail, whether it be rants, whether it be off-tangent talks, whether
It's usually tangents.
Yeah. Maybe in there we'll slide in a little motto rancisis.
Yeah, which is a segment that is sadly only exclusive to our Clone Wars episodes.
Yeah, because only the Clone Wars episodes have a motto.
Yeah.
Sadness.
Moto Rancisis. I feel like we don't need to explain that name.
No, we don't. After, of course, the nitty-gritty ends, we then get into our final Emmy Award-winning segment, the light side,
The dark side.
and the one in the middle, the Bendu. And Luke always hits his head. So this is when we go over a good thing, a bad thing, and something that's just in the middle of the episode. Not in the middle of the episode, but I mean an opinion that's middling.
It's not necessarily positive, it's not necessarily negative, it's just...
It exists.
It's notable in some way, shape,
Yeah.
or form.
Whoa, is it like a dodecahedron? Who knows? Find out later. But let's actually start the episode.
Is it maybe like a cube, like a chance cube? Did you know that dice in Star Wars are called chance cubes?
Well, I mean, that's basically what a die is, right? Yeah. You read it on the wiki.
I googled chance cubes.
Oh, is that like how Hans Dice is like correctly called as Hans Chance Cubes?
I don't know about that, but I know that's how Qui-Gon wins Anakin in a game of chance cubes with Watto.
I saw, like, if it was on a Word, like Microsoft Word thing, it would be like at least 2 or 3 pages long. Explanation on the More Installation subreddit of all of the different terms and like how that bet worked between Qui-Gon and Watto, like what everything actually meant, like who was betting what, who was going to give who, because there were 3 options, like 3 resulting options, and it was like, what is going on? This is a kid's movie. Why is it so complicated?
Star Wars is for 12-year-olds, canonically.
I didn't think it was that complicated until I started reading it. I was like, oh yeah, I guess there's more to it than just red I win, blue you win.
Besides, Qui-Gon cheated anyway.
Qui-Gon cheated. So that's why Jedi shouldn't gamble. But let's gamble with your time, with Grand Admiral thoughts. So what is your Grand Admiral Facelicker thoughts? Because
we talked about this last week.
But we also talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, Grand Admiral Thrawn is a creep.
If he's played by Mads Mikkelsen's brother.
Lars Mikkelsen, who plays a creep in Sherlock Season 3.
Yes.
Same person, same character.
Gets shot in the head.
By Sherlock.
Yeah, and he doesn't go to prison for it.
He just doesn't.
He just gets away.
Moffat just kind of forgot about the iron shackles that should have been around his wrists.
Literally. He got released because he said he had a plan to figure out how Moriarty was doing things beyond the grave. And then the next episode, he says he doesn't have a plan, and then nothing happens.
What a good show. Every time we talk about it, I like the memory of it less and less.
I know, I'm sorry. But what is your Grand Admiral thought?
But speaking of liking the memory of something less and less,
Yeah.
I am unsure if Clone Wars Season 1 was ever good, or if it just ended on a bit of a stinker.
Whoa. I cannot agree with you. I really like this episode. In fact, I would go out on a limb and say this episode was better than the Jedi.
Whoa!
Hostage Crisis is better than the Jedi. That is my canonical verdict. I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
I will give you this. Everything with Bo Derek? What's his goddamn name?
Bo Derek. Cad Bane.
Cad Bane. Those 2 names have nothing in common. Everything with Cad Bane in it was great.
Yeah.
And admittedly, that was a good part of the episode. But this episode also had weirdly low quality almost everything, from animations to voice acting, in certain scenes. which really took me out of this because I guess I got a bit too used to the level of polish.
I was watching on Disney Plus and it seemed fine to me.
I was watching in a pretty high resolution on definitely a legal platform.
Definitely legal. No, there's one thing in particular, which, not to spoil my dark side, it is the dark side. There's one shot where the quality is pretty shit, but on the whole, I think it's pretty fine. Like, it's not the best looking season 1 episode, but it's definitely not the worst either.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly no... Which one was A Downfall of a Droid, I think?
Downfall of a Droid has some really kind of almost spicy lighting.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that in this episode,
Yeah.
but fortunately not nearly as much as that one.
No,
Which admittedly was, I think, the first thing they animated.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So they were still kind of getting the hang of it.
But I think that this episode had a lot of things going on, and I quite liked everything that was happening.
But also, it was even less of a series finale than Bad Batch Season 1's.
Oh, yeah, 100%. This concludes... Oh,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest, it's like it does not deserve to be a season finale. But then again, I really liked it. But it shouldn't have been a season finale.
This could have been a post-credit scene for Clone Wars the movie.
The thing is that the thing with the Clone Wars is that I'm pretty sure they didn't have that long of gaps between seasons.
I am unsure.
Because, like they would take just like long... There wasn't a uniform weekly release for Clone Wars episodes, at least in season 1. So I don't think the gap between season 1 and season 2 would have actually been that. I personally, because I watched it, I didn't watch it weekly because I didn't know when it was going to come out.
You were just watching it on StarWars.com.
No, unfortunately, that's the one thing they didn't put on StarWars.com. They put behind the scenes footage on StarWars.com.
Okay.
But I watched it on Cartoon Network, and they would just play whatever episode in any order, which is kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not really remember having a long wait between this and season 2. I can't remember. But I don't think the way this Clone Wars is structured is that seasons mean anything, you know?
It's true.
Like, seasons, in terms of this whole series, like, it's just the way they're released. It's not really thematic.
Yeah, they're an anthology anyway.
Yeah.
Production seasons might have some bearing on the quality of the episodes, and the later seasons from like season 3 onwards, I think, purport to have some sort of a theming, like bounty hunters.
Oh no, but they only did that to emphasize one arc, though. Like when they called it the Bounty Hunters series, it was only because it had the Reiko Hardin Obi-Wan undercover arc.
Oh, that's 2 seasons away. That's closer than I thought, actually.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the box.
Oh yeah, the box, the Chance Cube.
Yeah, that. It was never called the Die.
No.
They can't call it well, they probably can.
There's Jedi Master Armor Gundai.
And there's also an episode called Senate Murders, so I don't think they're
That's
avoiding
next
those
season,
words.
I think.
Dab.
Yeah.
I thought it was this episode for a little bit, but that person didn't die.
Yeah.
He was there, though.
He was there. There were several characters that you all know and love.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people die in this episode very quickly, actually.
Yeah. We can get into that in a little bit. Or right now, actually.
Let's go straight into what is the plot. Okay. Before we lose the plot, let's start. It starts
In media res.
in media res.
We're told in the reel that Cad Bane is doing a thing, and we go straight to Cad Bane doing a thing.
They land at the Senate building, not the other Senate building, the one. This Senate building we hardly ever see, which is interesting that we see a lot of it.
Was that whole building the East Wing?
No, the building we see in this episode is not the one where the Senate chamber is. It's the one where Palpatine's office and all of the other Senate offices are. So we hardly ever see it. So I'm happy to see it. But Cad Bane and his group of goons, they land at the Senate building, waste a load of Senate commandos, which is pretty entertaining.
They're basically there to pull a Die Hard.
Yeah, and they're joined by the classic character, the Star Wars character we all know you have your life-size body pillows of. I'm talking, of course, about
Robonino.
Robonino, yeah.
Good thing you're bringing him up, but let's not lose the plot this quickly.
Aura Singh is there too. She's sniping some fools.
The droid 3D is there. He's not important, but I'll mention him in
3E is also there.
for a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of killing. I mean, a lot of people die, actually.
There's also...
Cad Bane snaps someone's neck. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Someone gets beaten to death with a gun.
That's later, right?
Yeah, that's a bit later.
And they're joined by, like, commando droids who put on the Senate Commando armor.
Yeah, and they pull the old age-old trick of impersonating their voices. It could have been Tom Kane's voice, I am unsure.
It sounded a lot like Tom Kane.
One of the guards was Tom Kane.
Oh.
Also, the Weequay that was also there is called Shahan Alama.
Yeah, at least it's not Turk Falso.
No, he's dead.
Yeah, he is dead.
And it's not one of the peg-legged... Was it peg-legged Pete?
The Peg-Leg twins. There were two of them, weren't they?
Well, there was one of them, but they cloned his model and forgot
so
about
canonically there's two now. I'm tempted to make a Wikipedia page for unnamed peg-legged Weequay pirate number 1 and unnamed peg-leg Weequay pirate number 2.
No, I'm fairly sure they did have a name, but it's something like Peg-Leg Pete or something weird like that. I think they're in my book, actually.
Serious? Wow.
Yeah.
Peg-Leg Pete is the name of the pirate from SpongeBob, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. But while this is happening, Padme is typing up a bill to bring to the Senate, and Anakin, he's real horny.
He's being a real piece of shit.
He is.
He's a real manipulative boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, husband, rather.
Husband. Oh my god,
he's younger than us.
Oh my god. He's like, let's go be husband and wife instead of Jedi and senator. Let's go to this planet, this side of wherever, where neither of us will be recognized.
I know you're busy, but don't you love me?
that line, I was like, oh my god, Anakin's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we already knew he was a piece of shit, but he said like, my love for you means more than all my work that I do. And then Padme is like, I love you, but... And he's like, there's no buts! I was like, oh my god, Anakin.
Yeah, this really puts the kibosh on me saying what a paragon of goodness he was at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear that, he's not a role model. But I think it was ballsy that they actually did that, considering, this is a kid show. A kid show with very high morals.
I feel it's more so misguided.
I don't think because like they cannot say Anakin is good. Maybe they're trying to dissuade kids from having Anakin as a role model because he obviously ends up killing kids. Yeah. I mean, he kills a bunch of kids 3 years later. So clearly he's not really a role model.
I feel like they just can't make their mind up. Because, like, everything between him and Ahsoka, maybe that is the point.
I think that's the point, is that, like, he's not two-faced, but he's got, like, he tries around Ahsoka a lot more than he does around the people he loves. He is unintentionally manipulated, but, like, he tries to be better around Ahsoka, like, to teach her to not be like him, but he's still acting like a piece of shit to the people he actually does care about,
Yeah, he's not necessarily... This feels like I'm about to start excusing him for his manipulative behavior, so I'm not going to continue.
Yeah, no, I'm not excusing what he did, but I'm saying from a character standpoint, that Anakin is not a perfect person. Like, he is a flawed character, clearly, because he turns to the dark side quite easily. Yeah. So,
Twice, no less.
The thing is that like the whole thing was like... Oh yeah, I saw that poster. The whole thing, like over the period of the Clone Wars, pretty much from like episode 2 onwards, he had been slowly falling to the dark side, like bit by bit. Like all of like the little pieces of like manipulative things he does, all of the mean things he says, every single time he says democracy doesn't work, or his love is more important than like a bill to end the war and stuff like that, the more you start to realize that he's kind of like already there in all but name in some ways. Like he just needs that final push that Palpatine gives him in episode 3.
Yeah. Which is why he's such a good character.
Oh yeah, 100%. But the thing is that you need the Clone Wars to tell you that.
Yeah.
Because it's without the filled in gap between episode 2 and episode 3, it just comes out the blue. It's just like, what just happened?
Does it though? He kills so many Tuskens.
I know, but they sort of brush it over, don't they? They're like, Padme's, I still love you. And then they get married.
Yeah, what a good couple that has good chemistry.
As we know with all good couples, Padme finally submits, which is terrible. What is going on, Padme? I thought Padme was a strong character, but she does... Yeah. It's sadness. By the way, as all good couples are sarcastic, as I'm sure I hope it came across.
Thanks. Yeah, they share a moment.
They do. They first on-screen kissing.
Yeah.
In the Clone Wars, it was no animated tongue. I checked. No, I didn't check.
Yeah, for a kids show, quite.
We missed an important point because Anakin said that Obi-Wan told me my lightsaber is my life, and he gives it to Padme, and Padme holds it while they're kissing, and then she puts it down on the table. And if I was in English literature or media studies, I could write a lot about this if I was wanted to talk about sexuality in children's shows.
Especially when she says it's heavier than I expected.
Oh my god. Yeah, Jesus Christ. This is a kid's show, Padme. You can't say that. But they do. Somehow they get away with it because it's, they're talking about a lightsaber.
Yeah. And
surely in 2008, people have been saying lightsaber, in like a...
Have you seen Spaceballs?
Yeah, that is true. But they're saying Schwartz.
I mean...
Which makes it... I always thought it was weird because Schwartz means black, so what are they actually saying?
Once again, hot take. I was going to say hot fuzz.
Hot fuzz. Spaceballs bad.
Spaceballs is just balls.
Whoa.
And not in a good way. Anyway.
Spaceballs is more balls than that Mario level when you click on his crotch and you're playing the balls.
Yeah, that does happen. Anyway, they get busted almost.
Yeah, by none other than Jimmy Schmidt's.
Yeah, Unbreakable Jimmy Schmidt.
Good show.
Never seen it.
Oh.
Yeah, he's coming with C-3PO.
Yeah. I thought for a second that they were hiding from C-3PO, and I was like, bruh, C-3PO was at your wedding. But then I realised they were hiding from Bale.
Oh, yeah, C-3PO was at the wedding.
Yeah, he saw it.
I forgot about that.
I almost said he officiated their wedding. That would have been amazing.
Yeah. Let's not also forget that Tag and Bink were also at the wedding.
Oh yeah, hiding behind on the other side.
Like they were below the balcony.
Yeah. No, I thought they were below the balcony when they were telling Anakin the the top tips to woo Padme. It's like, talk about sound, Anakin.
It's possible. It's been a while.
Yeah. But either way, Bail Organa is saying that we need to get to the lobby because Senator Philo, who is the three-eyed guy, the Gran, he is bringing all the senators together to oppose a bill that is actually called
the Invasion of Privacy.
The Enhanced Invasion of Privacy bill.
Enhanced Invasion of Privacy.
That is actually its name. And so they're trying to stop Palpatine from,
spying.
From passing this bill because like everyone's going to support it apart from what I assume becomes the League of
1,000 Worlds,
2,000 planets or whatever.
One of those, basically one of the many proto rebellions.
Yeah,
just like Padme and Bail Organa
and Mon Mothma, but they didn't make Mon Mothma.
Not Chandrila. Chandrila.
Yeah, which you can play on in Jedi Academy.
Oh, fun.
Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy.
I was thinking of Shangri-La.
Shangri-La?
Close enough. That's where the Chandra fans are. That's Uncharted.
Yeah.
I think. Anyway, the plot of this episode, we've lost it a couple times.
So they all go to the lobby, and then that was Cad Bane's plan the whole time. So he busts in and it's like, you're all my hostages. And then Senator Philo, as all Grands do, they're stubborn. Grand Senators, I mean, he's stubborn. He's like, I don't have time for this. And he walks out, gets shot in the back by Cad Bane.
Once again, there's a Grand who dies immediately.
A Grand Senator who dies immediately. This is the second Grand Senator.
Was he a senator, or I thought he was like a master negotiator?
No, yeah, he's master negotiator and a senator. The one who dies in Gungan General.
Because of Jar Jar.
Because of Jar Jar. Because Jar Jar couldn't get his safety belt on, so the Grand Senator unlocked his belt, fixed Jar Jar's belt, didn't have enough time to put his own on, and fucking died. So
yeah, also the holder of the Staff of Ra, or whatever that was.
Yeah, from Indiana Jones.
Would you by any chance remember that senator's name?
No, do you?
No.
Imagine.
I mean, I've pulled out worse. I mean, deeper cuts, and so have you.
Yeah, but
should we just look him up? Karras. Really? Senator Karras?
Karras.
Yeah. Huh. That's much less weird than what I expected. I thought it would be something like Joker. Well, I don't like Joker. But...
Joker was that clone trooper who we misidentified at one time.
We misidentified a lot of clones.
Or no clones in this episode. Well, actually, no, there are some at the end.
There are clones, but I don't think they're named. Remember when we thought that Flash's name was Flesh?
I still prefer that because he gets friggin' eaten.
Yeah, so, Flesh and two other ones get eaten on screen. Jedi Crash.
Yeah, but that fish dude, I forgot his name.
Robonino.
How could I forget? He bloody takes out the power and the communications. And well, no, he doesn't yet. He gets to the control room and is about to do it. And Orn Free-Tar, the man of myth, legend, who survives getting shot in the head, he goes to Palpatine's office and tells Palpatine, "There's a big problem. All of your political opponents are being held hostage in the lobby.
We're having a bit of a hostage crisis over here."
Yeah, and Palpatine is like, "Oh my god." And, with the biggest poker face ever. And Cad Bane phones him up and he's like, Palpatine, we got on your senators hostage. We'll blow them up or we'll kill them if you don't let Zero the Hutt out of jail. And he's like, oh my god, what am I going to do? He said, we'll never give in to terrorists 10 minutes later. But
he does.
Robonino sets up, he cuts out all the power, does like an emergency shutdown of everything, so no one can get out and no one can get in. And
but they forgot that goddamn Anakin is there.
Yeah, he's sneaking about because apparently no one else is in the Senate building. Well, actually, no, everyone else who was in the Senate building got wasted during the changing of the guard.
A little bit, yeah. All the guards.
They blew them up when they were all in the barracks.
In an incredibly cool fashion. It was weird that literally every single guard was there.
I assume that it wasn't every single guard. Like, they must have done a bit more off-screen because, I mean, it's still the first season. They did a lot of killing, and there's probably a limit to the amount of times you can show people getting shot in the head point blank by Aura Singh while they plead for their life. There's probably only a few times you can do that.
There's only a few times that Ventress can kiss a disembodied head.
No, he wasn't a disembodied head. She ignited her lightsaber, stabbed him, and then kissed him. Okay, that's much better. Yeah. But Anakin is like sneaking around and he like looks up, sees Padme, and Padme is like in the lobby still with all the other senators, and she goes to Bail Organa saying like, I cannot be searched. And it's like, why can't you be searched? Because she's got her Anakin's lightsaber. And Cad Bane doesn't know who she is, but then tries to like attack her or something, like search her. But then he sees Anakin hiding around, and Cad Bane knows who Anakin is. He's like, oh my god, it's Skywalker. Yeah, so Anakin's pretty famous, so I think Anakin was a bit stupid when he said no one will recognize them on this so-and-so place. Also, this was also Coruscant. If they go somewhere, I don't know, if they went to Endor, no one would know who they are. Well, apart from Joe Yowza. Who may or may not still be there. Whoa. Imagine if Joe Yowza who is the Bumblebee man from episode 6. Imagine if Joe Yowza met Anakin. I've got an idea. So standalone book, Joe Yowza, like the first Thrawn book.
Joe Yowza Alliances.
Yeah, and then the second book, Joe Yowza Greater Alliances, the second one. It's a flashback to the Clone Wars where he crosses paths with Anakin.
Oh, God.
Oh, that'd be amazing. But the point is that Cad Bane sends, not Turk also.
Corey Burton's character.
Yeah.
Well, one of 3+ characters that he did. Shahan Alama.
Yeah. Sends him and 3E to chase after Anakin. And Anakin still doesn't have his lightsaber, so he's like, what am I going to do?
He has to do a lot more dieharding.
It was pretty cool, though.
It was pretty cool.
He gets into a proper fight with 3E.
It kind of reminded me of something that came out 10 years later of Din Djarin versus a Death Trooper / Dark Trooper / whatever.
Yeah, but I did quite like the fight in this episode because Anakin takes the IG unit's sniper and was gonna try and shoot him with it, but then 3E takes the barrel and bends it up, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. So instead, Anakin just squishes him against the wall and beats his head in with the butt of the rifle.
Yeah, pretty dark, but droids don't have souls.
Well, it was dark in that corridor. They can get away with it.
Yeah, and the Weequay finds the destroyed assassin droid and deduces there's no lightsaber marks. He's unarmed. Yeah. Just ignoring the fact that Mace Windu punched an army of super fast droids to death.
No longer canon.
No longer canon. Was it ever canon?
Allegedly back then.
Maybe. I do like that scene though from the original Clone Wars cartoon. But he tells Cad Bane that Anakin is unarmed. And Padme says to Bail Organa, I have the lightsaber. We need to find a way to give it back to the Jedi Knight is well done, Padme.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows. Well, everyone will know because Anakin gets knocked out.
Yeah, he gets captured by Aurra Singh and Alama.
Yeah, and taken to the lobby where Padme immediately starts going, "Are you okay?" Cradling him in his
Annie,
arms.
are you okay?
Annie, can you hear me, Annie? And it's oh my God. Literally, Senator Chuchi is just standing there bruh, what's going on?
Is it Chuchi or Chicho?
You'll think Chicho is the chairman.
Oh, the one that died.
And Senator Chuchi is the senator. Yeah.
Yeah. So she hasn't been replaced by
Papa
Noida or his daughter yet.
No, not yet, no.
Was it his daughter that was the senator and he was just hanging around?
I think he became the new dictator guy.
Oh yeah, he was the new Chicho.
Yeah, he was the new chairman.
He was the new chairman show.
I think he was, in the Clone Wars, he was the Baron, wasn't he? He was Baron Papa Noida. So, kind of interesting.
And his daughter is Star something.
Star Wars.
No, her name is Star something.
Lorna Staros.
Sana Staros.
Isn't that a character from the High Republic?
No, that's Han Solo's wife.
Oh, the one that everyone lost their shit about.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Han Solo had a black wife?
It's
what? Also,
Yeah.
they were never married.
Yeah.
Really. But also, why would you care?
I do remember the final. It was the final page of a comic. And it was who are you? It's I'm Han Solo's wife. And everyone was what?
Yeah, she's pretty relevant these days. She's in War of the Bounty Hunters.
Really? Everyone's in War of the Bounty Hunters.
Well, not everyone. Zuckuss and 4LOM are there, but
Didn't they die?
I haven't finished it yet. They may have died doing it.
Oh, I thought they died at the start.
No.
Aye.
4LOM gets destroyed, I think, by Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And his head, I think, is fused to a bigger robot now.
Whoa, there's always a bigger robot.
Very good. But I think they're alive.
We should probably finish the episode.
No, I want to tell you.
No.
I want to tell you that Zuckus is force sensitive. Apparently.
No, stop. We need to finish this recap.
He's a findsman. That means he knows how to find things, even though he doesn't know how.
Oh God! Back to crochet granite.
Back to crochet granite of hostage crystal.
So Chancellor, I'll never submit to terrorists. Palpatine gets told by Cad Bane to create a pardon disc for Zero the Hutt, and then have Orn Fritar give it to the assassin droid, and then take it to the prison, and Orn Fritar is their company. And then Palpatine says, "You'll never get away with this," but then proceeds to do it. And then Cad Bane sets up a load of bombs in the lobby.
A parting gift?
Yeah, with lasers. So, if you breathe on this laser, you'll blow up. Or he doesn't say it to that word, but yeah. Then Orn Fritar goes to the prison.
And Zero the Hutt gets released. And
he just gets released.
They just let him leave.
Yeah.
And it looks like all the clones are happy that's the case, because he's the most annoying being in the universe.
He is. And he just goes, he's free. They go back to the Senate building. Cad Bane then gets on the ship. Anakin gets given his lightsaber when he wakes up by Padme, and he cuts a hole in the floor. Just in time, because Cad Bane says to Zero, "How about some dead senators to cheer up your day?" And then blows it up. Yeah.
Everyone survives except for Senator Philo.
And all of those dead Senate commandos. And it just ends. Zero the Hutt is free. A load of people died. The Republic lost, basically.
Yeah, it's end of episode, end of season 1.
End of season 1. But there is a lot of things going on behind the scenes, I think.
Oh, you've done your research.
Well, I didn't do my research.
You've done your research well.
I used my brain. Get your hands off my limp cannon. So, I think Palpatine hired Cad Bane, not Zero the Hutt.
I mean, I would assume Zero the Hutt couldn't hire him out of prison. But,
well, yeah. No, because Cad Bane asked Zero the Hutt to pay up, didn't he? At the end. That was the final word. It would pay up, Hutt.
That is true. I may have forgotten it, even though I watched it literally an hour ago.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Palpatine did it in order to get all of his political opponents killed.
Well, that is one way to look at it, because, Cad Bane was going to blow them up anyway, even though he promised not to.
Yeah.
But even though I didn't think of it, I think you're right.
Because also, not really spoiling, but in the following episodes, Cad Bane is also hired by Darth Sidious to do something. So, and then also in Bad Batch, Cad Bane is hired by the Empire to do something. So, I got a feeling that Cad Bane is just Palpatine's go-to.
So you're thinking there's a little bit of a through line with our blue boy. That it was not even a joke. I just said it in a weird way.
He also gets hired in the box episode as well.
By Palpatine.
Well, by Count Dooku.
Well,
but by proxy, Palpatine, so.
Yeah. By the Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
And I think obviously because of budget reasons and because it's Clone Wars Season 1, we didn't really get to see that many senators and whatever, probably because they didn't want to model them. But I felt like it was probably meant to be a larger amount of people, like really the opposition, the people who oppose Palpatine and oppose the war. And if they all blew up, Palpatine would just be in the money, wouldn't he?
It is possible, though, that at this point in the war, there may not be that much opposition.
It's possible, yeah. But either way, they were going to all be blown up.
Mm-hmm. So, if Anakin wasn't there.
If Anakin wasn't there, they would have all died. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I feel like that was an intention.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I don't know why I think freeing Zero the Hutt might have just been a cover, or to make the Republic as a whole seem weak, and make people feel more open to the institution, the government changing into an empire later on.
Palpatine is a bit of a chess master. It was possibly both. Also, he may have felt that Zero the Hutt being back in the picture might weaken the Hutts because he sucks so bad.
He does suck so bad. Yeah, I can't even remember the circumstance when he dies.
He gets killed by...
Yeah, we know who he gets killed by.
Should we not spoil it?
We shouldn't spoil it, but it's fucking stupid.
It is.
God damn, I'm remembering the image, and it's just...
I don't remember the image at all, but I remember the fact of it, and it's so funny.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's literally like it's just business moment kind of thing.
It's just good business.
Yeah. So Zero the Hutt, as we know, yeah, he is a piece of shit. He was also terrible at being a Hutt and being a cool guy. He's not a
even
cool
worse
guy.
than Marlowe the Hutt.
Is he?
Marlowe the Hutt probably was good in his prime. He's just too old. Zero the Hutt was never good.
Yeah. What if they show Marlowe the Hutt in like a High Republic comic and he's like buff? You know, like those other buff
like
Hutts.
Gracchus the Hutt?
No, because they showed like another Hutt in like a High Republic comic, didn't they?
Yeah.
And he was buff.
Yeah, he also had like robot legs.
Yeah. So what if like we see Marlowe the Hutt and he's like this like what? He's like the Conan the Barbarian of Hutts.
I would love that. I would actually really like
if they just if they don't lean on the whole Marlon Brando thing, you know, and just have that just be his name and not do the whole Godfather thing, that would be fine.
But what if he's like Arnold Schwarzenegger's physique on a Hutt, but he also has that weird mustache?
That'd be so weird.
Yeah.
Arnold's physique on a Hutt with a small mustache.
Arnold Brando.
Wow.
Marnold. The Hutt.
Yeah.
They in Star Wars seem to like doing stuff like that, like showing Hutts A, very buff, and B, in different stages of their life.
It's only recently though.
Well, yeah, it's Marvel Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like Gracchus the Hutt. Like he's the Hutt from the very infamous arc where everyone gets a lightsaber.
I didn't like that.
I was okay with it. I didn't mind it too much. But he also showed up in the Poe Dameron lightsaber. No, Poe Dameron comic.
Because he was in prison.
He was in prison on a planet with super high gravity.
And he got fat.
He got fat, yes.
Yeah.
And old.
Yeah. As tends to happen when years go by.
When like 30 years pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be cool, all of that. But I don't want to see any more of Zero the Hutt ever again.
We'll only see him in one more arc, I believe.
Very good.
It's got Quinlan Voss in it.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
That much I remembered.
I do think it's kind of odd. Well, not odd, sorry. The fact that the clones were able to immediately all come at the end of the episode and like free Palpatine and, you know, have the LAATs come in and drop a load of troops off at the Senate building like so quickly, I think shows that they could have done that from the start. You know, they could have freed the Senate building, but they just like chose not to.
Yeah, that would make more sense with Palpatine just saying not to.
Yeah.
So I did very much enjoy how they burst through Palpatine's window.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a part of the plan.
There's so much glass everywhere.
It's so extra.
And I had the audacity to say, "You all right?" It's like, oh my god, he just got like so many lacerations.
Imagine if like one of those glass panes just hit him in the neck and he just died right there.
Whoa, what would happen? That would just be the end of Star Wars.
Fan theory time. What would happen if Palpatine died right there?
What would happen if Palpatine died in Season 1, Episode Hostage Crisis? What an amazing deviation.
What if Darth Jar Jar immediately took over and Count Dooku became his newest pawn?
Why do you sound like Chiller?
I don't know.
Or Chills, whatever his name is.
Episode 22. In fact, Palpatine died this episode, and the reason why the role of Jar Jar Binks was diminished in every further installment is because he was actually only astrally projecting himself. And he was in Palpatine's place all along.
Wow. Thank you for enlightening us.
Mr. Chills out of the building.
I feel like they'll say people like that will say like there's a secret episode of the Clone Wars where Jar Jar kills himself. Like how there's that urban myth that there's a secret episode of SpongeBob when Squidward kills himself, which is just like obviously bullshit. But a lot of people say it. And like my sister, when she found out about it, she got really scared about it. I was like, what? It's not even true. It's so weird. A lot of those like creepypasta top like I used to watch one channel that did like creepypasta top 110.
Okay.
And it's like, why did I watch that? It was like an hour of my life.
Much like but like much more.
Much more. Yikes.
It was only like 38 hours of your life for Bad Batch alone. It was
Jesus
more like 100
Christ.
hours of my life. Because I have to edit it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I enjoyed all of it.
At least you do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot. I kind of preferred how like this episode was structurally to a lot of Bad Batch episodes, if I'm honest.
Elaborate, please.
Like, it got to the point, set up what the episode was about, it did what the episode was about, and then it was done. It was a pretty succinct episode, and I quite liked that.
It was very much like...
for a one-off episode, I mean, I think it did it pretty well.
It was very much like Blues Brothers, the Trespass.
It wasn't as good as Trespass.
No, definitely not.
I think it was better than Hidden Enemy. Hidden Enemy had the weird bit when they like fought against Asajj Ventress for like no reason.
Yeah, in the library, and they're being very, very horny.
Oh yeah, that episode would have just been better if that didn't happen.
Absolutely. Also, I remember that the Lego Star Wars mission is just those bits and none of the interesting stuff.
Oh, so annoying. I saw a clip of the Lego Star Wars game where on like the Geonosis level, like Ahsoka and what's her name, Barriss Offee, were looking over a rock at a load of clones, like working out topless and like giggling to each other. I was like, this is a Lego game.
Well, Clone Wars is more for adults than you'd think.
And with like all the clones were like with the ripped body pieces, like doing weights. And Barriss Offee and Ahsoka were just like giggling to each other over it. I was like, oh my god.
Star Wars is for 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
And the dads. And I guess this is for the
Star Wars
moms.
is for the dads. And that's why you get a Cad Bane snapping that dude's neck.
Yeah, and doing a little fedora tip when he blows up everyone with the grenade.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Cad Bane was definitely just straight away, he was catapulted to being the coolest guy ever through this episode.
Yeah, this is Cad Bane's first appearance.
Yeah.
So, which is weird how they sort of introduced him at the start. As if, like, you know who Cad Bane is. Like, Cad Bane is going to do this.
Well, I guess that's kind of the point of Clone Wars.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
not the
I
point,
agree.
but-
Yeah, you can watch any of them in any order, really.
Yeah. And we've talked a fair amount about how Clone Wars is about the world of Star Wars rather than a couple characters
Yeah.
or one storyline. It's just, there's a lot of stuff happening, and this is one thing that's happening right now. Let's pretend that you've been here for the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. But you see most of it through the eyes of, like, Anakin, Ahsoka, or Obi-Wan.
Yeah, because that's the characters that people tune in to see.
Yeah.
But they're not necessarily always too important to the story.
Yeah. Well, why do we like never see more of Robanino?
I don't know. He's a cute little fish dude.
He has a
would've
weird
wanted to see him.
voice.
It was D. Bradley Baker,
Yeah.
obviously, because he voices all the weird animal people.
Well, apparently he is in another episode.
Probably another of the bounty hunter boys.
Yeah, season 3, episode. It's not telling me. Wikipedia, your shit.
Is it Senate
11.
Murders?
No, it's the one after the one before Senate Murders. It's called
Cargo of Doom.
Pursuit of Peace.
Huh. Okay.
So I don't remember this episode.
There should be more of him. He's another one of those Clone Wars characters that inexplicably don't show up, like, our favorite.
He appears in a mugshot in Lightsaber Lost, which is pretty funny.
They should put a mugshot. They should have put a mugshot of him in, the one next to Mix Mayfeld.
Oh my god.
Remember the Mix Mayfeld mugshot?
Yeah.
How just a weak way, an Ugnaught, something else, just Bill Burr's face.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
That was very jarring.
Whoa.
Haven't made that joke in a while.
Wow, I'll buy that for $1. What does that mean? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I do think they should have had more mugshots in that bit. Like more unique ones or more people that we know.
Should put like a boar gullet in there as well. And
what character surviving would be the stupidest? What about
Darth Vader?
No, god damn it. Actually, having like Embo be on there would be cool.
Who's Embo again?
Embo is the guy who speaks in French Smurf readings that has the hat that he throws as a disc.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Do you not remember that? That's how they did his voice.
I never remember. No?
Yeah, Embo has that really weird voice.
No?
But he has a really weird voice.
I just
and what it
remember
is
the hat.
that it's Dave Filoni, who cannot speak French, reading the Smurfs in French, and then it's played backwards. And that's his voice.
Dave Filoni is a god.
Obviously. The god emperor Dave Filoni.
We're being 100% unironic right now.
Yeah. I do remember, I think I tweeted out after we saw The Marshal, like, Dave Filoni is a god. Like, kind of unironically.
But to be fair, The Marshal was really good.
I really like The Marshal. It's probably one of my favorite episodes. And it also had an amazing end that revealed Boba Fett.
Yeah, or at that point, it could have been Rex.
Did you say it was Rex?
I think I wasn't sure. I didn't think I wanted to call it.
There was one YouTuber who said that it was Rex. I can't remember who it was.
I feel like it could have been Star Wars Explained.
Oh my! So, how embarrassing! How embarrassing!
I do remember though there being a lot of discourse, or at least a minimal amount of discourse.
Yeah.
Whether or not when Tamara Morrison was cast for Mando, like whether it was going to be Boba Fett or Rex.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I wanted Tamara Morrison to be in episode 9 as Kix.
Oh yeah, as Kix, the clone that was frozen and it's a part of
the Crimson Corsair.
Grogu's pirate crew.
Yeah, Grogu's pirate crew. That's a callback.
As we all know, the Crimson Corsair is Grogu.
Yeah, I wanted him to just appear in the background.
It would have been so easy to do that.
Yeah, I know. It just it's not even like really a cameo because like he's playing someone who looks exactly like him. I mean, who exists? Who was there? It's not really a cameo.
Well, you don't have to be the same character for it to be a cameo. Like Stan Lee, is he always the same character whenever he cameoed?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't
know. No, what I'm saying is that like he is playing a character that should be there by all rights. The Crimson Corsair was in the last scene of one of the last scenes of the Rise of Skywalker. Sorry, like fist pumping the air. In probably the shot that the Chinese version of the Rise of Skywalker would have cut to instead of the lesbian kissing scene.
Yikes.
So why couldn't they have had Tamara Morrison there too? Then the Crimson Corsair and Kix could have kissed. First on-screen Star Wars gay kiss.
You're forgetting that Crimson Corsair is Grogu.
Oh yeah.
He's probably no.
He would be like 70. No, he would be 80.
He went back in time through the World Between Worlds. It's fine. I know that's not how the World Between Worlds works.
Wait, but Yoda started training Jedi at 100 years old, right?
Did he?
I think so.
But did he say he trained them for like 800 years and he's
900 years old? So if Grogu was 80 in Rise of Skywalker,
I guess they just hit it like a growth spurt when they when they're like 60 years old.
Yeah.
They go from being a baby to, aging normally.
Yeah.
And then they slow down again.
Yeah, it's not middle-aged Yoda doesn't have the quite same effect as Baby Yoda.
No. Also, we did establish that they molt. Maybe Grogu will just molt and become like, hey, I'm 27 now. Deal with me.
What if
Kiss me, Kix. I'm Grogu.
What if Grogu just grows full size?
Like, not Yoda size, but...
Yeah, what if Yoda was just like...
What if Yoda was just small?
Yeah. What if Yoda was just small? Yoda and Yaddle were just small.
And also maybe, like, shriveled with age.
Oh my god. What if they get smaller as they grow? It's like Benjamin Button, but, like, not when they're born. So they grow old, and then they grow young again.
Oh, wow. They're like some of those undersea creatures that technically never die.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, does Yoda and Grogu look like lobsters?
Also, did you forget that Yoda died?
Yeah, but he died as an old man. But maybe that's what baby Yodas look like.
I feel like I'm losing the plot here.
Also,
we know that Grogu is 50.
We know Grogu is 50, yeah. So wait, if Grogu was born an old man, sorry, forget the reverse. Yeah, so reverse Benjamin Button. Grogu's born an old man. Reverse
Benjamin Button is just a human.
No, I meant shut up.
He grows old backwards, but backwards.
No, I'm trying to like come up with a way how Baby Yoda could still be old.
He's like a boomerang video.
Yes. Yeah. So that means after The Mandalorian, he can grow old enough to kiss Kix in episode 9. That's all I'm saying.
I forgot this was what we were talking about. We're just justifying how Grogu can kiss Kix.
Look, how else are we going to make the first on-screen gay kiss in Star Wars?
I guess if one of them is an alien, China might not cut it out.
That's true. What? Well, one of them's wearing a mask. Would the Crimson Corsair take off his mask?
Why would he kiss him with a mask?
I don't know. That's just the way I've been visualizing it the whole time. Maybe I'm the idiot. Wait, so... But where was Grogu during the Rise of Skywalker?
I guess we'll find out in like 5 years.
Or 50 years. They're probably going to wait until Grogu is that age.
What, 50 years? There's not 50 years.
Or 30 years gap, 30-year gap.
For all we know, he might die in season 3 of Mando.
Oh, that'd be dark.
It would, but we don't know.
What if he dies in just such an off-the-cuff way? You know, like how the Senate Commandos just like got wasted, like immediately. Like they're probably like 25 years old. They had memories of riding their first hover bike with their parents. You know, playing ball with their dad.
They were
then the neck snap by Cad Bane. Just that's their life done. The last thing they saw was I don't know, Cad Bane's crotch.
Good way to go out.
Or that guy who said the sniper's over there, and the last thing he saw was Aura Singh firing another sniper round at his face.
She's a very good shot.
She is.
Did you notice that bit when she shot like 3 times in a row and all of them hit the same spot?
No.
Yeah, when she was firing at Anakin.
Oh.
She missed all of them, but all of them weren't to the same spot.
That's another thing I wanted to say, is that Anakin, from this, is like... Anakin's very good at dodging blaster rounds, because he was just like going and just like missing everything, just like doing Han Solo in Special Edition. So I have a theory, and I wrote this down, but I don't need to read it.
Han Solo is Anakin's son.
No, my theory was that when George Lucas had Han Solo move his neck to miss the blaster, that actually made George Lucas go, I could use it. I could use that, you know? So, like, I think Han Solo moving his head for the blaster round inspired the way how he would have Jedi miss blaster rounds. Does that make sense?
You know what? I will say yes.
Because it was a very similar movement, at least to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense. Does that also mean Han Solo Force sensitive? Does that mean Zuckuss and 4LOM are both Force sensitive?
Oh god, does that mean Grogu's Force sensitive?
Does that mean Lan What?
What?
Luke Skywalker is force sensitive?
No, that would be too OP. That would be such a Gary Stu move to just suddenly make Luke be born with force powers.
Fan theory, Luke Skywalker dies at the end of Rise of Skywalker.
No, at the end of Rise of Skywalker.
I meant to say Last Jedi.
As we know, he became a consensual ghost.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah, he didn't kill himself,
No.
but he just decided not to try and survive. That's different.
That is different. I'll die on that hill.
You will consensually die on that hill.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean you're killing yourself.
No, quite the contrary. Oh my god.
You're living someone else.
Yeah. Do you think... Oh, Commander Fox, again, appeared in this episode as complicit in Palpatine's machinations, I think.
Oh, once again. Was he the one who was releasing...
Yeah, he's the one that was releasing Zero, and 3D was literally holding a blaster rifle to Orn Frutar, and they just let that happen. Didn't they? They just let that happen. And also, Zero the Hutt was already let out of his cell. I mean, did you notice that? He was already in the foyer of the prison for when 3D got there.
I think that was just to speed up the episode. I don't think that...
Or he was let out before they even got there. And it was all part of the plan.
I mean, it's possible, but I think you're reading a little bit too much into this.
I don't know. As who wrote this episode?
Brian Larson, actually.
The Larson.
The Brie Larson.
Yeah,
That
he
we all
wrote,
know and love.
Defenders.
Mystery of the Thousand Moons.
Yeah, but he also wrote a good episode, right?
He also wasn't the main writer, he was just a staff writer, but he is in the credits.
For Mystery of the Thousand Moons.
Well, he wrote himself Mystery of the Thousand Moons. He's a staff writer on this.
So who was the main writer? Let's have a look.
It was not Dave Filoni, I can tell you that.
It's spelled Eoghan. Mahoney.
Eogh.
Yeah.
I think that's like an Owen.
Oh, is it? Anyway, it's probably Irish, isn't it?
Owen is slightly different in Irish. It's something like that, though.
Yeah.
Some sort of Gaelic version of Owen.
Yeah, I'm terrible with trying to read Irish names or trying to pronounce Irish names. Do you know
Like
how it's spelled
Siobhan.
Neve?
Which one?
Neve is like Niamh or something.
That's Neve?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's Neve.
I mean, I guess Siobhan is not much different.
How do you spell Siobhan?
Siobahn.
What the f-
Siobhan.
Where's the B?
There's a B?
The only time that is applicable. My name's
not
Siobhan
really.
with a B.
Yeah, Siobhan with a B. I guess Michael with a B was Irish all along.
Oh my god, that explains it. To be fair, I reckon George R. R. Martin was inspired by like Irish names when he just like had House Crab but with an extra B.
And an E.
Does it have an E at the end?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's so
Crabbit.
fucking stupid. He has House Plum, but it's spelled with 2 M's.
That's just how houses work, dude.
I think it's silly.
Oh, what a silly name. Smith. Like, what do you think they do?
Yeah, but if it was in A Song of Ice and Fire, it would be Smyth.
I'm pretty sure there was a Smythe, but that's...
Yeah, I know, but he'll say it was actually pronounced Smith still. God damn it, Germ.
Germ.
Yeah, George R.R. Do you think that, like, the Clone Wars, as it is now, is, like, the Game of Thrones of Star Wars in, like, there's so many different plot lines going towards?
I mean...
But you got the Zero the Hutt plot line that's established in this episode.
In some of the bits and episodes, it is kind of the grittiest Star Wars, isn't it?
Yeah, I think... Have we seen someone's neck snapped in... I mean, we have seen people's neck snapped in Rogue One.
We've seen also a bunch of decapitation.
But we haven't seen anyone grab someone's head and twist it under their arms, have we? Because
No.
it doesn't count when Chirrut Way whacks someone with a stick.
No.
That doesn't count.
Those don't necessarily have to be dead. And also, we haven't seen, once again, someone get impaled and then kissed.
Yeah, we haven't seen that.
And a bunch of other shit that I'm forgetting about.
Yeah.
Like how Darth Maul tears apart all those people at the end of the show.
Yeah.
That was bloodless, but hecking violent.
Yeah. Or when Ahsoka decapitates 5 people at once. People forget that. She did that.
She's cool, man.
Yeah, and then people were like saying, "Oh, Ahsoka, in the Siege of Mandalore, it makes total." I'm not complaining, but people were saying like, it makes total sense character-wise that she doesn't kill people. I mean, like, okay, she can not kill people, but I mean, she has killed a lot of people before that. Like, she has.
Yeah.
And then, like, so it's not really that much of a surprise that she's wasting people in the Jedi.
She's a trained warrior monk. Of course she kills people.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. She kills a lot of people. And the people she decapitates were Death Watch, and Bo-Katan was one of them. That was her first episode, so...
It's not that far, actually, is it?
Is that season 4?
Oh, never mind then.
So quite a way away.
With Corky Cries.
No, Corky isn't in that episode. It's Mina Bontari's son, Lux Bontari. He's in that episode. It's when...
Does he only show up there?
Yeah, that's his second appearance. And he appears in Heroes of Both Sides, that episode with Bo-Katan, and then also in the Onderon episodes. And that's it.
Are they from Onderon?
Yes.
Good.
Because Mina Bontari was a senator for Onderon or the representative of Onderon in the separatist parliament. So
why does everything have to be Onderon?
I know. Yeah, the episode with Bo-Katan, her first episode, is the same one where Lux Bontari has to pretend that Ahsoka is his fiancée in order for her not to just be immediately killed. So, yeah.
What a good show.
I'm surprised. I reckon there's a lot of fan fiction for Lux Bontari Ahsoka.
There has to be.
Which is a bit strange.
There's probably more about much more cursed parents.
No,
but
I'm not even entertaining the possibility that exists.
I'm not saying it out loud.
You
know I'm talking about Kix and Grogu.
Yeah, Kix and Grogu.
Adult Grogu, obviously.
Yeah, he's 80, so therefore, by the reverse Benjamin Button logic, he is old enough to kiss Kix. To be fair...
Kix only, though. No one else.
To be fair, if Kix was...
Also, Kix is younger than him.
Kix was 10 at the start of the Clone Wars, and he got frozen probably when he was 13, so when he was 26. And then he awoke in, like, around the time of episode 7. So then he'll probably be about 27 or 28 by the time of episode 9. Mm-hmm. So he would be 14.
It's clones.
They're clones, guys.
Different.
Oh my god.
You know, one ages fast, one ages slow. They're a perfect pairing.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
On average, they're both adults.
Oh, that is the quote of the episode.
No!
On average, they are both adults. Oh my god.
Remember that bit in Transformers 4 where they go through a whole spiel?
Oh yeah, about the Romeo-Juliet clause.
Yeah, he just takes out from his wallet a laminated card explaining why he can bang Mark Wahlberg's underage daughter.
That was bullshit. How is that even legal in America?
Also, why is it in the movie?
That too.
I mean, why it's legal. I mean, if you started dating and, like, she's 16 and you're 17.
Did they?
I think the point of the Romeo and Juliet clause is that if you start dating before either of you is 18.
Yeah,
and there's only like 1 or 2 year difference.
I mean,
why are we seriously debating this?
Does this exist in Star Wars? No. How old is Rubenino? What is the age of consent on Coruscant? Okay, we should move on from that. Because it's pretty cursed. I will want to say it was cool seeing blue painted Senate droids. Mm-hmm. Sad seeing them get gunned down. in the episode. It was a really brutal episode.
Wait, which Senate droids are you talking about?
There was like a C-3PO-esque one and an R2-D2-esque one.
Oh, yeah, them.
And they were blue and they got wasted. And the little ones that hold like cups in their heads, they got that one ran away and got shot in the back.
There was also a sex robot.
There was a sex robot.
Like, straight up.
They're technically not sex robots.
The Betty droids.
Yeah, but they're technically not sex robots.
But look at them.
Look, it's inspired by 50 sci-fi.
What are they even?
They're just female programmed, but not like just voice programmed, but just like programmed.
They're literally
droids.
and figuratively female coded.
Yes.
Unlike the protocol droid from episode 1, who is only literally female coded.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say male.
quote you.
I wouldn't say male appearance because
No,
I mean,
yeah.
C-3PO, contrary to popular belief, ain't hanging dong. So I would say that's like a more gender neutral protocol droid. Wait, if there is a female coded and literally coded protocol droid, is there a male coded and literally coded protocol droid?
I would assume so.
Oh my god. It's heavier than I thought.
Ugh.
I'm talking about the lightsaber guys.
Oh, are you talking about the David Tennant droid?
Oh my god.
From the Emmy-winning episode.
Yeah. Didn't David Tennant talk? Oh yeah, he said like regeneration's a gamble.
Yeah, on the topic of Matt Smith's Sonic being bigger.
Yeah. Well, not yeah. That was in the 50th anniversary.
It was, yeah.
Just side note, but related to Doctor Who, Russell T Davies coming back. That's pretty cool.
Heck yes.
That is pretty cool.
I think they're already filming his stuff.
They are. They've been filming things at Grangetown Pavilion in Cardiff.
They've been filming stuff in the church that's like right over there.
Whoa.
But I think that was still the Chibnall stuff.
Ugh. To be fair, I'm not sure if the last Chibnall season... Will it be good or will it be bad? Because from the trailer, it didn't look bad.
It didn't look great either, though.
No.
It's not filling me with a whole lot of confidence.
Yeah, but he's going to be better than that the guy that fingers you at night. It's going to be better than that episode.
I know you said it on purpose, but don't.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He puts his dismembered finger into your ear at night and sucks away your dreams.
He's like an elder god or something.
Oh yeah, there's like canonically gods in Doctor Who now. What the Chibnall?
You say now as well.
No, I mean, there was canonically the devil. That is true.
Yeah.
But they've always avoided having their canonically be gods because that can be an issue. Like a religious issue to some people.
It was the devil, wasn't it?
It was the devil, not necessarily the biblical devil, though. Yeah. It was like the origin point of all devil figures.
It's like a Stargate thing.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, in Stargate, were the Egyptian guys, were they the origin of like Egyptian aesthetic, or did they just take it on?
I think it was a bit of both.
Or
they were. I think the point was that no. They took up the Egyptian aesthetic.
Oh, because they're just naked.
But the pyramids were built for them.
Oh,
as landing platforms.
Unironically, I think the theory that the pyramids are landing platforms is from Stargate. It's just like people just watching Stargate and thinking, yeah, that's true.
I don't think that's where it originated.
Or maybe it originated.
It could have popularized it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it originated.
Maybe it was in Chariots of the Gods by Von Daniken or whatever.
Yeah, the regular member of the Ancient Aliens crew.
Yeah, not the guy with the big hair.
No, the old guy.
Yeah, the guy with that accent that I don't recognize.
The vaguely German-ish.
I can't put my finger on what the accent is.
You know, Germany is pretty big.
Yeah, he looks like the Egyptologist, though. There's a very famous Egyptologist that looks vaguely like him. And I think that's like...
His name is Erich von Daniken.
God damn it.
He looks vaguely like himself.
Yeah. No, but Von Daniken doesn't know shit, so...
I think he's also dead.
Is he?
I think so.
Oh my god. Gonna look him up, see like how Von Daniken's doing. What's his Snapchat? I'm gonna send him a picture of the male-coded protocol droid.
Is he on OnlyFans?
Is he on what's his name? Cameo.
Cameo, yes. Him and Nigel Farage.
Eric Von Daniken is 86 years old and he's Swiss and he's still alive.
Oh, good for him then.
If Von Daniken was in Star Wars, he would therefore be a Moon. Because
the Moon are Swiss.
Yeah.
He would be dating Sokka for a bit.
Dating what?
And then turn into a Moon.
Oh.
I've been watching Avatar The Last Airbender.
Yeah, good. Avatar The Last Airbender is really good.
It's also... It shares way more DNA with Clone Wars than I realized.
Yeah.
D. Bradley Baker is in pretty much all the episodes.
Yeah. Dave Filoni directed like 2 episodes, but contrary to popular belief, he does not have that big of a role in Avatar The Last Airbender. His big break was mainly Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But George Lucas sort of handpicked him, didn't he? From
he did,
gallery.
from Avatar.
I remember that from this Mandalorian gallery episode when he talked about how he started working on Star Wars.
It's a cool thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen the galleries episode for season 2.
I'm pretty sure he talked about it in the season 2 one. And also, you have to have seen... They only made 2 of them.
Oh, then I must have seen it because I talked about the McClunky.
The McClunky bit. The second one came out like late August, I think.
Yeah.
It was specifically about the finale. I don't think it was...
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one then.
I don't think it was super interesting.
Apart from that, it turned out that it actually was Mark Hamill and made Corridor Digital look stupid.
Well, he was there, but it isn't him.
No, I know, but I just...
There is no Mark Hamill in that footage. He was just the, template for the guy. Not
to be an old man, but I didn't like Corridor Digital's attitude during their thing. Like, the thing they made wasn't better.
Mark Hamill called them out himself as well.
Did he? What did he say?
He was like, well, guys, impressive work, but if you ever want to be hired, you can't say things like that.
Yeah, they were saying, this is 100% better than what this highly paid, highly talented team did.
Yeah,
that kind of blacklists you.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, and then they're, going on about... how Avatar 2 is going to be... Do you remember when they did that?
No.
They did a shitty mocap Avatar 2 thing as a joke. And then they made that other one that was the cutscene. Have you seen any of their new stuff?
I haven't seen them for a while.
I haven't liked it, any of their new things. I feel like the magic is gone.
A little bit. It was fun while it lasted.
So sad. Fun. Oh yeah, it was 10 years worth of stuff, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, they went really hard. Yeah, you meant the actual animations of theirs?
Well, yeah, all their corridor stuff. Yeah,
I basically only watch their reactions videos.
Oh my god, I can't. I just hate how they've become a reaction channel now. I'm sorry.
It was fun while it lasted.
Oh,
I might look at their backlog.
Yeah.
Because I think they said the very first things they made were Star Wars shorts.
Yeah, they made one of the first videos I remember them making was they were dressed up in Minecraft diamond armor and they were fighting a load of zombies and stuff. And then they crafted a gun, a shotgun. It was fun.
I didn't mean stuff they did together. I mean the very first thing.
Oh.
I think Rico did.
Yeah, probably.
Which is relatable.
Yeah. They were partnered with Freddie W for some time.
Whomst?
Freddie W.
That's you.
No, there's another big filmmaker who has probably got more subscribers than Corridor as Rocket Jump.
I think I've heard of Rocket Jump.
Yeah. They started making video on the production of his videos, I think. I think VR, Skyrim in VR or something, when it wasn't in VR. Oh no, it was Skyrim in real life. They did a head-mounted camera thing of them just LARPing, and that was... Never mind. I'm rambling about old videos you haven't seen and came out 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Skyrim is 10 years old.
Fair enough. Anywho,
We haven't gone over the motto of the episode.
we have not.
So the motto of the episode is, of course, a shared secret. Oh, sorry. A secret shared is a trust formed.
Um.
Do you agree? Yes, no.
Well, yes, but I don't think it was a good motto for this episode.
Why is that?
What secrets were shared?
That Padme held Anakin's lightsaber in her hand. His cold, firm lightsaber. That was heavier than she thought. But I'm just talking about a weapon, guys. Why are you looking at me like that?
It's heavier on the inside.
Look, guys, I just took off my trousers because it's warm. I'm joking.
What is this? Your John Barrowman impression?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like, the mottos are kind of crap. I don't think they get better.
They do get better.
They get longer, but I don't think they get better.
They get more poignant to the episodes.
Like, this is like basement level stuff.
So I'm 14. This is deep.
So this is like I'm 12, and this is.
But I do think there's several secrets. Secret number 1, Palpatine knew what was happening. Secret number 2, Padme was sleeping with Anakin and they were husband and wife. Secret number 3.
But who are those things shared with?
Each other. Yeah, the audience.
So we trust the show now.
Yeah. I trust the show. Everything it shows me. It is
true.
Star Wars The Clone Wars.
I mean, I don't think the show is going to trick you into watching Star Detours instead.
They do have Ewoks on Disney Plus, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe they'll trick me to watching that on the autoplay. Like, because you've watched Star Wars The Clone Wars, watch this.
If you fall asleep while watching Mystery of a Thousand Moons,
Oh my God.
you might find yourself watching the Crying Mountain episode, or the episode with the weird blue Yuzums.
Yeah, don't remind me about those Yuzums. The blue Yuzums.
They're
clearly not the same species.
No, they're of course. They look nothing alike. They look like mandrills.
What's a mandrill? Is that Pokemon?
No, it's a monkey or an ape.
Oh my God, did I really?
You know Rafiki?
Yeah.
I think that's a mandrill.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, the guys with the big colorful butts.
Yeah. They're monkey big butt dudes, yeah. Are there any like equivalents in Star Wars? Maybe the Lurman? Do the Lurman have big red butts?
No.
How do we know?
They look like lemurs.
Yeah.
We've seen them from behind, I'm pretty sure.
Have we seen their behind though? We've seen them from behind, but maybe they wore flesh trousers. Or
flesh trousers.
what if the Lurman were actually just like wearing the skins of lemurs?
So you're saying that they were like Doctor Who
Slitheen. Maybe they were. Bruce Bolton situation. Have you heard that theory?
That he's wearing someone else's skin?
That Bruce Bolton is a immortal like vampire dude, and he wears people's skin, and he's lived for 1,000 years.
Isn't he dead?
Bruce Bolton. In the show he died, but
He didn't die in the books yet.
No.
Okay.
And that like he's grooming Ramsay so he can wear his skin.
It's bullshit.
How do you know? What are the Boltons like doing? They like skinning people. They like skinning wolves. What are wolves? Warged Starks. They like skinning Starks when they're wearing wolf's clothing. There's a Stark and wolf clothing. Maybe Bruce Bolton's wearing human clothing.
He could have kept Rob's skin.
Like if
He was there at the Red Wedding, wasn't he?
Yeah, he when I can't remember in the book, but he stabbed Rob in the show. Like if the faceless man can wear skin, why can't like Bruce Bolton? You know, like the faceless men. That's the whole deal. They wear skin.
Actually, that's not a bad point.
So like, why couldn't someone else? And also like, I've heard people say that. I mean, I don't really believe this theory, but I've heard people say like how maybe the Boltons were jealous of the fact that Starks could warg into animals, whereas they couldn't. So they created their own kind of faux warging where they just wear different skins and things. I feel like there's more to it than it seemed. That like Rich Bolton is an immortal vampire skin wearing dude.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
I mean, there's a lot of weird shit in Song of Ice and Fire that doesn't really show up in the show.
yeah, there's more magic is more pronounced.
Like the ghost grass.
That's only in a World of Ice and Fire though.
What do you mean?
That's only in the source book, isn't it?
No, they talk about it in the books.
I
mean, I don't think you see it, but the Dothraki talk about it.
Yeah.
When Dany is on her way to Vaes Dothrak. Why do I remember that name?
Yeah, its appearance changed in the show from season 6 to season 1. Make it look different.
Yeah, it was when in season 6 wasn't it like just 4 tents?
Yeah, literally.
Whereas in like the books, it was like rows and rows of statues of gods
all the captured statues.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine carrying a stone statue. That'd be so much effort.
They have a horse.
A poor horse. I know there's like 1,000 to a man on there because they eat the horses too.
I get.
Like
she ate the horse heart.
Like, no, that's like the Dothraki's main food source is horse.
That's why they're so strong.
Oh, what are you saying? Like, all Belgians are like super strong?
Belgians eat horse?
Yeah, I think so.
Didn't know that. Explains a lot.
Sorry? I've seen it on like Belgian menus.
Explains a lot about Amelia.
Oh my god. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a certain part of Belgium. So I said Belgium really weird then. Belgium.
Remember that time when they were selling horse meat in Tesco?
Oh yeah, that was pretty bad.
Apparently, it's higher quality than most beef.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't want to eat a horse. I'm sorry, cows.
I kind of do.
No,
I want to eat most things.
No. Oh, you gotta like sometimes you gotta choose what meat you do and do not eat. End of sentence.
I wonder what Yoda species tastes like.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Grogu will have like an Army Hammer situation. Oh, God. You never know.
What if Grogu grows up to like becoming Hannibal Lecter?
Becoming Army Hammer, you mean?
Well, yes.
I only found out about that the other day. I was like, what the what? I was reading a thread of like, what celebrity do you think is a serial killer? And then I just like read that. I was like, what? It was like went down the rabbit hole.
Well, it seems like the secret about Army Hammer was shared, and therefore you formed a trust with him.
I now trust Army Hammer. It's true. I trust him not to freaking. I'm never going to give him consent to eat me. That's all I'm going to say.
Good. Neither will I, and no one else should either.
And with that in mind, should we move on to the final segment of the episode? Do you reckon?
I reckon that it is the final segment of the show, yes.
Oh my god. The final segment of the season 1 recap, basically, apart from the season 1 recap.
If we
do one.
That.
Well, to be fair, like, as we've established, seasons mean nothing, apart from, like, vague quality, even though it fluctuated during the...
Let's crack on with this, though. What is your light side?
My light side is, of course, that clone trooper who says, "Oh my god," when Zero the Hutt starts talking. I just lost it. Like, as soon as Zero the Hutt said anything, this clone trooper just loses his will to live immediately. And I mean, I just thought that was incredible because I mean we can all relate to that clone. Zero the Hutt comes out with his voice complaining about the sun, saying, "Why couldn't we have done this at night when it's colder?" It's like, bro, you just got let out of prison for like after you kidnapped a child. So that was why he was in prison, for like getting Grogu, for getting Pumpkin Spice, whatever his name was, kidnapped.
His name, Rota the Hutt.
Rota the Hutt, yeah.
Still hasn't appeared in anything.
No.
Where is he?
Is he safe? Where is Rota? Is he safe? Is he alright? Keep it secret, keep it safe.
He's in Mos Pelgo, as we've established, right?
Potentially, yeah.
Like, what other Hutt child could it be?
Marlowe the Hutt's son.
I guess, but he's probably too old to have kids.
How
By which I mean
long-
he never wakes up.
That's true, and he still thought he was in the High Republic, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
It's like, let's form an alliance with Chairman So. It's like, bruh, that was 190 years ago.
What a good Star Wars.
Yeah, that really was a Star Wars.
Zero the Hutt sucks, though. I give you that clone was... He was thinking what we all will think.
Indeed.
Hanging a lantern on how bad Zero is.
Yeah. What was your light side, by chance?
I expected you to say Cad Bane, so I was going to say Robo Nino, but since you didn't say Cad Bane,
Whoa!
I feel like it would give him a disservice to not talk about how much I enjoyed how they tried to make him look cool in literally every frame he was in.
Yeah.
Like from his hat tips to the people who are exploding to just shots of his holster like in an old-timey movie. Or at the end when they were all getting in the speeder, instead of sitting down, he just stands on the side of it as they fly away.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It was a little over
it's
the
a
top,
brilliant
but
introduction to the character, I guess. But I find it interesting because, like, the first shot of him in the next episode is probably more iconic.
Which shot would that
It's
be?
him in, like, the Coruscant nightlife, you know, with, like, all the lights, and he's got his, like, toothpick or whatever in his teeth.
Good stuff.
I don't know, but yeah, like, Cad Bane is a very good introduction, and who knew that he'd still be alive by a Bad Batch?
We didn't. I expect him to die.
I thought he got shot in the head, and he did. He did get
But
shot in the head.
he
Hence
survived.
why he's got that plate on. Well, like, what's going to happen to Cad Bane afterwards
Well,
when he kissed Grogu?
he's too old.
That is true. We draw the line at kicks.
Yeah, he's the only one who can kick Grogu.
Although, kicks Grogu.
Whatever.
It would be kicks X Grogu, wouldn't it?
It would be, or Grogu X kicks.
True. I wonder if, like, if they do post-sequel trilogy content, would they introduce Cad Bane? Or would they, reintroduce him? Or maybe he'll be in War of the Bounty Hunters.
He could be, but I feel like post-sequel trilogy is too late.
You reckon?
Yeah, I don't know how long Duros live, but I feel like he seemed already quite old by Bad Batch time.
Yeah, I reckon Duro's age probably about the same as humans.
I don't reckon he'll be still alive.
Because that would be 50 years from the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I don't reckon he's even alive come original trilogy.
Really? You think he's dead?
Yeah, I feel like he would have been there by now. Like, done something if he was alive. Like, of course, they couldn't use him because they weren't sure, because I guess Dave Filoni told them they couldn't.
Yeah.
But I just feel that he would still be out doing things.
In what? Yeah, I guess.
Like,
in the comics.
Valance would probably have run into him.
Yeah, I guess. But I guess you could say that about most of the different characters. I just want Dengar not to be that, like, Logar Deng or whatever his name is.
Rothgar Deng or something like that.
That annoys me. That really annoys me. That guy is just not Dengar.
It's not... he's a Sontaran, is what he is.
Yeah, I mean... it's just the way the visual dictionary insinuates that he is Dengar.
It insinuates that it could be Dengar.
I just hate that, though. It's so stupid.
Why are you against that so staunchly?
'Cause
There are
it's
so many cyborgs in Star Wars.
Because it's such an ugly cyborg.
Dengar was never not ugly. That's why he has toilet paper all over his face.
Wow. He had toilet paper all over his face in the Clone Wars and he didn't look particularly ugly. I guess. I don't know. We see him in a few seasons.
I don't remember that.
It's in the one where Boba Fett gets put in a box.
Oh yeah, that.
That
in
classic.
the chance cube, you mean?
Whoa. No, in
I
not
know
in the
what you
chance
mean.
cube.
He gets shipped off to get married to someone.
Yeah, he gets shifted as... Yeah, to get married, yeah.
Like what? I'm not gonna say it. I will say it. Like what Borat is planning to do with his daughter.
Oh, what send him to those weird fish people
No,
who
Borat.
live underground?
Well, kind of. He was going to ship her off to Mike Pence,
Huh.
and then Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, don't send her to Rudy Giuliani. That's going to end badly.
Well, it kind of did. That's the climax of the movie.
I still haven't seen Borat 2.
It's oddly wholesome.
Yeah, I've heard that, but
We showed it to Max the other night, and they agreed.
yeah, I just have good memories of the first Borat movie.
You have good memories of the first Borat movie. How?
Because it's amusing seeing how awful Americans are.
Yeah.
Like when Borat sang the obviously fake Kazakhstan national anthem, and suddenly all the Americans get really angry, even though literally 2 seconds before he said how much he loves America.
Yeah.
Just the mere idea that another country is better than America makes them angry, and that makes me laugh.
My favorite Sacha Baron Cohen moment is at the end of Bruno, where somehow he starts like a UFC MMA fighting ring of like he calls himself Straight Dave or something.
Yeah.
But at the end of the movie, he like gets back with his boyfriend and they kiss in the UFC cage, and all the fans around them are just so angry they're almost tearing the cage down to get to them.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Would you want to see Sacha Baron Cohen in Star Wars?
Freddy, come on. Have you already forgotten? Have you already forgotten about him as Agent Callus?
No, I mean aside from because Sacha Baron Cohen is not Agent Callus. Borat is playing Agent Callus. Get it right, Luke.
Sorry, I apologize. Two very different
Two
characters.
very different characters, as we know.
I would like to see like who is Coruscant?
Who is Coruscant?
Or what is like the probably most racist place in Star Wars?
I don't know. There's a lot of racist people in Star Wars. That's not one of the main things.
Well, I don't know. Palpatine isn't.
If for some reason, yeah, Palpatine ain't racist.
I was gonna say Palpatine isn't Star Wars.
Palpatine is in Star Wars.
He'll be playing a droid who's pretending to be a person in a Mos Eisley cantina. Maybe that's why their kind isn't welcome there.
Well, if Taika Waititi could voice IG thingy, IG-11, yeah, then Sacha Baron Cohen could voice somebody.
He could voice 3D.
Sacha Baron Cohen as 3D, the droid from Hostage Crisis.
Droid from Hostage Crisis who goes to Iago.
What? Oh my god! Live action, J-Bo Hood. What if J-Bo Hood?
What if Sacha Baron Cohen is the angel?
No way! Oh my god!
The unnamed angel
that just appears, who had like eavesdropped on the conversation and walked in.
My least favorite scene in all of Star Wars.
That can't be your least favorite scene, can it?
What is worse?
When Michael Biehn said, "Who would win? Could be my side, could be your side."
You're biased against the Jedi.
I am. I'm sorry.
And I'm biased against Mystery of a Thousand Moons, I guess.
I didn't think Mystery of a Thousand Moons was as bad as you say.
The bits on Naboo were fine, I guess.
Yeah. Not all of them. I like the idea of some of the things that happen. I like the idea of like the field above Iago that blows up all the ships. Do you not like that either?
In execution more so than in concept.
Yeah, I guess.
Also because there's zero reason for it to be there.
No, well, I mean, the Separatists didn't want them to get that root that cures the blue shadow virus. So you're saying you don't value Taquito's life?
Who?
Taquito was the Rhodian pilot that blew up. Remember when everyone was like, "Go on, you can make it"?
Why do you remember his name?
Because I retweeted something that was like, thinking about Taquito.
It's fine. Star Wars doesn't matter.
Mm.
What matters
Is
something else that we might hate, and
Oh my God.
specifically your dark side of this episode.
my dark side is that close up on Anakin when he's lying down, and you see that really close up of his face, and his face so textureless that he looks like a piece of ham.
Hamakin.
Oh my God, Hamakin Plodwalker.
What was that? Plodwalker.
Yeah, because Harry Plodder or something, isn't it?
Oh,
from the Simpsons movie.
Oh yeah, the pig.
Yeah, Spider Pig.
Star Wars pig.
Star Wars Pig. Star Wars Pig does whatever a Star Wars Pig does.
Machinery on
Machine. Angus
Sky
fans.
City. Cloud City, I mean. What's it called? Lando, not a planet. It's not a system, it's a man. What's the planet?
Bespin.
Bespin.
The Lando system?
It's not a system, it's a man.
There should be a Lando system.
There probably is one. Like after episode 9.
They name it after Lando.
Well, no, he buys it.
Does Lando die at the end? No, he doesn't. Lando's the only one who doesn't die. Oh yeah, and he chats up the person with the bow.
The person with the bow.
Can't remember her name.
Neither can I, honestly.
He chats her up. He's like, so I don't know where my daughter is. You don't know where your parents are. Let's do a quick DNA test and go to my place.
I may or may not be your dad, but I definitely can be your daddy.
That sounds like a quote. I'm pretty sure that canonically she is not his daughter.
Yeah, it would have been way too weird if she was.
Yeah.
But
it's weird anyway. It was such a weird scene.
It really was. I don't know what to think.
What was the direction do you think they told Billy D. Williams?
The Bradley Williams.
Yeah.
I feel like they told him to chat her up.
No. And what? And then JJ decided, if Lando has a missing daughter and she was a kidnapped daughter, maybe we shouldn't have that be a thing. And he didn't remove it from the movie. Wow.
Tough to say. It's a mystery box.
Of 1,000 moons.
That explains why I hate that movie so much.
It's a mystery of a chance cube. Mystery chance cube.
Moon of 1,000 mysteries.
Oh my God. That makes so much sense.
That kind of feels like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that Star Wars hotel that's like a Disneyland thing?
Yeah, it's like, immerse yourself. Imagine you're on an entire spaceship.
For $1,200 a night.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. There's no way I can be fully immersed because there's I know I just walked into a theme park, so I demand a refund. And B, you can't make a robot. You can't. You cannot make an actual robot.
Maybe you can.
Have you seen how Asmo walks?
Whomst?
Asmo.
Whomst?
The robot. The real robot. The one that can walk and talk and...
Oh, the Elon Musk one.
No, what Elon Musk robot?
There's like a robot that Elon Musk made.
Oh, he probably bought...
Are you talking about the Boston Dynamics or something?
No, I'm talking about Asmo.
You keep saying that word. I don't think I understand what you think that it means.
Asmo is the name of the robot.
What robot?
the robot named Asmo. It's named after Isaac Asimov.
Asmo robot.
You will 100% recognize it. It's the most famous robot ever.
Oh, Asimo. He was created 21 years ago.
Yeah, it's super famous.
Surely they moved on from Asimo in 21 years.
I don't know about that.
You saying that robot is still the most advanced piece of technology on Earth?
I'm saying that Disney can't do better than that or better than Boston Dynamics.
Disney can probably pay you to shut up about how bad it probably
Look, Disney can go ahead. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Disney should pay you for doing this.
Yeah, also, one of the articles I had to read for one of my history seminars was authored by a Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh,
I'm not sure if it's the same.
is she doing revisionist history now?
Oh my god.
She's running Star Wars and real life?
Oh my god. Yeah. But back to Anakin being a ham. I feel like that was the lowest point in the visuals of the episode, but
We have to call this episode Hamakin now.
yeah. On the whole, though, I did think the visuals were pretty decent, though.
Although,
on the purple hair lady.
on the SJW agenda in Rise of Last Jedi.
Rise of the Last Jedi. Oh, I have heard that apparently, I was told today that Halloween Kills has been called the Last Jedi of horror movies. So you know
Why?
you know how people are call games like the Dark Souls of blank. Now think movies are being called the Last Jedi of blank.
Like, in a good way?
I think so. I think it's more like subvert expectations, or like it deconstructs the genre.
I know that Red Letter Media hated both, but...
Did they?
Well, at least they hated Halloween Kills.
I mean, the main actress isn't even an actress, right? She's like from a reality TV program.
I didn't know about that.
I was told that at least, so I don't know
It's
if that's
possible.
true.
I wouldn't know. I thought that the lady with 3 names was the main character.
I haven't seen the movie. I have only seen the trailer, so
What's her name?
it looked like almost a comedy. So
It looks very weird.
I don't even like horror movies, so I'm never gonna watch it. So
Yeah, same. I will just yeah. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care that she broke your movie. The only horror movies I care about are Stephen King and Nightmare on Elm Street, because Freddy makes bad jokes, and that's something I can relate to.
What about Rise of Skywalker?
Well, that really scared. Thinking about that really makes me scared.
Yeah, that's like a 4D horror movie.
Actually, I kind of want to watch the Halloween special, the Lego Star Wars movie.
I've heard that's good, right?
It looks kind of fun.
Yeah, didn't they? They actually called General Grievous by his Kalish name in that special.
Do they?
Yeah, which canon has never done.
Wow.
So
What's his Kalish name?
I have no idea. It's something like Shlamin Shlablubla or something. I don't know.
The tone you were talking about that, I thought you were setting me up for like a These Nuts joke or something.
His name is Candice.
Candice who?
Candice Nuts. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. The podcast isn't that... The quality of the podcast isn't that low.
We've definitely done a These Nuts joke before.
I don't think we have.
Well, we'll see about that when it comes to the king of... I don't know. On these on. I don't know.
On these nuts are on. What?
Look, I don't know. We'll see.
Will Smith. What is your dark side?
The joke that you just made.
I'm sorry.
No, my dark side, speaking of Hamakin Skywalker, I don't know what it is with Matt Lanter and Catherine Tabor, but the scene that we talked about so much today with them two in Padme's office, I've never heard either of them be so bad at their acting job. They were so stiff and unconvincing in that thing.
I actually, you know how people say how the acting, the dialogue in episode 2 is bad on purpose? I unironically think that the dialogue is bad on purpose in this episode, because I think that the team, George Lucas, Dave Filoni, and the writer saw these people do not know each other. They don't know each other. So realistically, their romance would be pretty shit.
No, I would possibly even agree with that.
Yeah.
But didn't have as much of a problem with the writing of this episode. I just thought that Catherine Tabor usually does a better job at being Padme than, oh no, Annie, I need to write these papers right now. I need to sign this very important document that could end the war. I just felt that was exactly how she was speaking.
Channeling Natalie Portman in episode 2.
Maybe about she usually
Channeling Keira Knightley in episode 1. Now that is pod racing.
Poor Corday or whatever her name is.
No, that wasn't Corday. That was someone else.
Poor
Keira Knightley in episode 1.
Keira Knightley in episode 1.
People forget that was Keira Knightley. She was actually like 16, wasn't she?
I think so.
Or like 14 or something.
She was like, I think she was like 17 when she made Pirates.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
this was even older than that. She could have been even like 15. Because Pirates came out in 2002, 3?
I thought it was 2004. We've had this conversation before.
Before?
Wow! I gotta stop doing that. It hurts my throat.
It's a good noise to make. At least we're not doing the fake surprise every time you say, "What's your dark side?"
Wow! Yeah, at least I'm not doing Robonito's voice.
Who's Robonino?
Robonino, sorry.
I'm just about to do it. That voice makes me completely unable to say anything. I will just read out my notes while in that voice instead, because I don't have to think.
The second child is a trust point, and it can speak real asshole to Padme.
Sounds like Czech Gollum.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. No, I accept your dark side, but I feel like there might be a little bit of direction there. I think because I don't think they're not bad voice actors, so I think it's kind of might have been on purpose. Who knows?
I just feel that Catherine Tabor did a better job at voicing Betty the droid in this episode than at voicing.
She
Padme.
voiced that. The droid was called Betty.
It's a Betty droid. I think it's a fire spray situation.
If you, as no one could see my face then, my smile dropped. So, yeah.
Fire spray, of course, being the new name of Boba Fett's ship.
Well, it's the manufacturer's name of the ship, at least.
But it's also the new name of his ship. It's both.
Only on that comic cover. I feel like people make a mountain of molehill.
I don't care, but it is the new name.
I don't think it is, but I don't think it matters. That's the thing, like...
Fair enough. Let's move on to a thing that might not matter as well.
Whoa.
Unless it does, but not in a good or bad way.
Whoa.
That being your one in the middle, the Bendu.
Whoa. My one in the middle, the Bendu, is something that I just think is kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. Is that literally the bad guys just win. Like, that doesn't usually happen.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, they
just straight up win.
Depends how you look at it. If the purpose of their mission secretly was to kill off all the opposition, well, they killed the leader of the opposition with Philo. And got Zero out of the prison. But if that was never the purpose of that, I guess.
I mean, more that none of them die.
One droid does.
Yeah, but Star Wars has a weird relationship with droids.
Yeah, they are like literally the underclass. But the point is...
When's my Marxist Star Wars TV show coming out?
Well, you know, Kathleen Kennedy has been at the helm for long enough.
State.
Depending who you ask, the sequel trilogy is the Marxist Star Wars.
People who unironically think the sequel trilogy is like... Marxist ideology are f***ing stupid.
Yeah.
If people think that the Last Jedi scene with like talking about the surface level, talking about class, but yet Rose still lets the horses go and not the f***ing slave children. Now, if they think that is a like Soviet era commentary, then they're just dumb.
Also, if they think that the people who are trying to make the most highest grossing movie of all time are Marxists,
yeah,
it's a bit. You know.
Yeah, well, Soviets like making movies, though.
Well, yeah, but, you know...
Not big movies.
If you're a Marxist fundamentalist, you don't... Whatever.
Never mind.
Fundle.
Fundle. Fundle my lightsaber. Fundle my Hamakin. Hamakin's lightsaber. Hamakin's heavy lightsaber.
That could be the title. No, it can't be.
Could be. Right. So
Anyway.
yeah, I just find it interesting that like pretty much none of the bad guys die apart from that droid, and like they just get away. They get away with it. No repercussions for them.
Basically.
And a lot of people, a lot of good guys are dead. A lot of Senate, all the garrison's dead for the Senate.
Senator Philo is dead.
Yeah, he just got shot in the back.
Once again, Grands just have a bad life in Star Wars.
Yeah, it would be funny if there were more like Grand Senators that died.
If Grands were like the red shirts of Clone Wars.
E.C. Henry did a tally of all the people that die in Star Trek and found that red shirts are actually the safest. Like, in proportion to how many there are, a higher percentage of like blue shirts or stuff like die compared to red shirts.
Is that the same person who did a tally of stormtroopers actually being really good shots?
Yes, that how the stormtroopers in the original trilogy are actually better shots than everyone else.
Because the Death Star doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly, because they missed on purpose, guys. They literally say that in the movie. It's literally in the movie. Tarkin actually says it. People miss that.
Yeah. And then they make up bullshit theories like Darth Jar Jar. Or
Yeah.
that, Boba Fett doesn't have robot feed.
I watched yeah, that's true. I saw, Ben from Canada, the editor for Mr. Sunday Movies, he released a video about how, like, a new thing he discovered in the trench run in episode 4. And his thing that he discovered, I mean, I like Ben from Canada, but the thing that he discovered was that Luke turned off his targeting computer because he was going to fire the thing using the Force.
Are you kidding?
And I'm like, that's literally that's in the film.
What did he think it was?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's just...
I understood that when I saw the movie for the first time when I was 4.
Yeah, I know.
And I thought that lightsabers were flutes.
I did... What?
Well, before he ignited the lightsaber, I was like, oh, he's gonna play the flute.
Wow.
I was 4.
There was
I'll
one thing that
reiterate.
Ben from Canada did point out that I agree that I didn't realise, was that when Luke fired, like, he had suddenly that, like, weird feeling, like, you could see in, like, the way he was acting, and then he fired against the Death Star and then blew up a load of the turrets.
Mm.
And Ben from Canada was saying how that was, like, him getting a sense through the Force that he needs to fire his cannons there in order to take out the turrets. And I was like, that's true. Because I don't know, I never put that together. That, like, he was sort of got, like, a premonition or, like, a feeling that that was the spot he needed to target. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't know. But I do think that, it's pretty obvious that he turned off his targeting computer to fire the thing using the Force. That is pretty obvious.
Oh, that's literally the text of the movie.
Star Wars, A New Hope, Luke turns off his targeting computer to blow up the Death Star using the Force.
Fan theory, was Luke using the Force when he choked the pigman with his mind?
Oh my god. Fan theory. Was Luke using the Force when he pulled the lightsaber from the snow when he was tied up to the roof by the Wampa? Also, he was 100% tied to the roof with rope, right? You see the rope too.
No.
He had rope tugged around him as well as
in
ice.
episode 5.
Yeah, in episode 5, yeah.
I don't remember that.
I swear there's rope. Because I saw a whole thread of people saying, like, how could Luke only be held up using ice?
It's special ice.
I thought there was rope.
I don't think that the Wampa is intelligent enough to use rope. But hey, it's an excuse to rewatch episode 5 again.
The Wampa was intelligent enough to still be alive after losing his arm and to...
Find love or something.
No, and to... Wait, do you not know what happens to the Wampa in Legends?
No.
Oh my god, you're going to love this. Actually, you're not. So, the Wampa survived, obviously, after getting his arm chopped off by Luke. But then, like, in some of the books that are set after episode 6, Luke has to go back to Hoth to like do some stuff, and he encounters the Wampa that he chopped the arm off, and he finished the job. He killed the Wampa.
Wow, what a hero.
What a hero.
Mm.
So stupid.
I wonder if the armless Wampa also showed up in that cutscene of Wampas invading the rebel base.
I don't think he did. He was in that Robot Chicken when he was like filling up his car, his space car.
Oh, yeah.
And then Luke was trying to hide away from him because he got really like not embarrassed, but just like awkward feeling.
That was a good bit.
It was.
I wonder if Poe's parents ever encountered a Wampa. Because canonically, they were the ones who melted the ice to create that base.
What?
And they almost died because they f***ed up or something.
I know that canonically Echo Base is called Echoes because it makes an echo. Instead of, it being E in the alphabet, in the phonetic alphabet.
Was it Legends or canon that it was like the third Battle of Hoth?
It was Legends.
At least there's that.
Which is so fun. But it was the stupidest thing.
It would have to be like one of the last ones, right?
The one in the
feel like it
movie
was
is
pretty
the last
recent.
Battle of Hoth.
No, I meant like the episodes. I feel like it was
Oh.
fairly recent.
Yeah, it might have been a Bad Batch one.
Must have been.
But I thought it was when we did it in person rather than over.
Then it would have been like one of the early Bad Batch episodes.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it would have been Blues Brothers. I don't think it was that early.
No.
And I can't think of any other, like, ice-related thing that we would have talked about.
That's true. But we talk about random stuff all the time, so.
Yeah, like we spent like 20 minutes talking about the Game of
And
Thrones.
Borat.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like we are fairly light on Borat today.
No. We talked about Borat more than anything else.
That is not true.
That's true. We've mentioned Borat more than Robanino.
Roborat.
Roboratino.
Roborat.
Robert De Niro. What if Robanino is played by Robert De Niro?
That would be a real Shark Tale situation.
Oh my god, I forgot that.
I think about Shark Tale a lot.
It's not a good movie.
I have good memories of it.
I don't.
I think
I remember watching it when I was a kid.
Same, I saw it multiple times because I really liked it.
I remember the car wash, like, at the car wash, and it was whales. I was like, what?
Yeah, they're scrubbing the tongues of whales and stuff. Waxing their eyes.
Oh, God. That was...
Using the windshield wipers to get the wax off their eyes.
Yeah. And then there was, like, supposed to be sexy fish, and they just looked like a fish.
Yeah,
It was
that's
so weird. The femme fatale of the movie.
what's her name? The one married to Brad Pitt.
That was Brad Pitt. No way.
No, what's her name?
Oh.
The actress, the famous actress who I can't remember.
Jennifer Aniston.
No,
She used to be married to Brad Pitt. Angelina Jolie.
that
Oh,
one.
the fish kind of looks like Angelina
She
Jolie.
is Angelina Jolie.
I know, that's what I said. The fish kind of does look like Angelina Jolie.
It's the lips.
It is.
Yeah. Freaking who's the director of like Goodfellas and stuff? The guy who called Marvel movies like theme park.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, he's the puffer fish.
What? That's so... No!
That's true. I think Robert De Niro is the head shark.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
And Jack Black is the stupid shark. The vegan or vegetarian shark.
Yeah, the kind of gay-coded shark who pretends to be a dolphin for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
He paints himself blue.
It's not a good movie.
I don't think he fixes his fin to look like a dolphin's.
No, the people who made the film probably didn't realize there was a difference. They get electrocuted a lot as well by those reggae by those reggae jellyfish.
Yeah, because they have electricity. That's how they work.
Yeah, even
They're
though
very racist as well.
yeah, it's almost like the situation with those really racist Transformers in Transformers 2.
What were they supposed to be? I've heard they're racist, but I don't know.
They're like black stereotypes
Okay.
in America,
Not
so
cool.
yeah, really not cool. But talking about things that are not cool, but also not cool. What's your one in the middle, the Bendu?
The Bendu. This was a good way to... Whatever, I don't care.
Get out that situation of Shark Tale and Transformers.
And racism.
Only on Air-Deraan, guys.
Only on Air-Deraan. No, I'm not gonna make that joke. That will get us in real trouble. Did you know that lightsabers can cut energy waves?
Oh yeah, that was with the the binders. How is that even possible?
Anakin was wearing like those weird energy handcuffs, and Padme just cut them with the lightsaber. Not the handcuffs, the energy between them. What the hell?
I didn't think that's how electro cuffs worked, or electro binders.
No.
So why didn't they just make them normal binders?
Or why not just cut the cuffs?
Because then you could have cut his hair. What if he cut his other hand off? And that, because then he could have 2 robot hands. Oh my god, I'm just remembering that. Have you seen that video of it's a fake video obviously, but a guy, an amputee with his arm, his robotic arm, and but it's when he's showing it on camera to TV crew, it gets stuck on masturbation mode.
I've not seen that.
And it crushes a load of yogurt and milk and stuff. I'm like, oh no. He's like, I can't stop it. It's all in French, I think. It's from a French sketch show. It's so I wonder if that happens to Anakin. But talking about Anakin's robot hand, in episode 3, when Anakin is holding something that looks suspiciously like a Game Boy, or like a Game Boy Advance or something, he well, it's not actually a Game Boy. Don't worry about it. Forget I said Game Boy. He's holding something that looks like a PlayStation Vita. That's more like it. and he when he puts it down, his arm he doesn't move his arm. His hand twists down. But a load of people said online it's there's a splicing issue with episode 3 where Anakin's arm looks so unnatural. It looks almost robotic. And bro, it's his robot arm. That's on purpose.
When does that happen?
When Anakin is in Padme's apartment, sitting on the couch.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, look out for it next time you watch episode 3 for the 17th time.
Well, next time I get drunk and live tweet all the memes to you as I watch them.
Yeah. You didn't get through the whole thing though.
No, I fell asleep, but I finished it 2 days later.
Yeah.
When I had a little bit of time.
Fair enough.
Unironically, the most fun I've had with a Star Wars movie, probably.
Good.
Actually, I lie. I think when I first watched episode 7, that may have been the best time I've had with a Star Wars movie. Before I thought about it.
No, I agree. My viewing of episode 7 was quite good. The second time I saw episode 7, there were 2 kids sat near me. Oops, sorry. There were 2 kids sat near me, and they were chatting during the opening crawl, and I told them to shut up. And, oh my god, that adrenaline rush! Kept through me the entire movie.
That power.
How old would I have been? I was 15.
It was 7 years ago.
I was 15 and I had an adrenaline rush from saying that.
7 years ago, Freddy.
Oh my god. 7 years of Star Wars fan. What?
Don't.
I just said how long I was a Star Wars. I was a fan of episode 7, that's all.
12 parsecs a slave, remember that?
No, because that was in a lost episode.
Oh, damn
That was actually going to be the title of that episode, 12 parsecs a slave. And we had an in-depth discussion about a Django Unchained Fett and all kinds of stuff. And it all got cut because we lost the episode.
I thought it was always raining on Camino.
Oh yeah, that was the title. Sorry.
Yeah, I think you nixed the idea of calling it 12 less than 12 parsecs.
Less than 12 parsecs.
Oh, it's starring Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah, he was
in blackface.
But it was going to be more of a Tropic Thunder situation. Now I'm remembering it.
No, it was like Tropic Thunder in real life.
Yes,
as in he's unironically doing it. It's not meant to be a joke. It's just Nicolas Cage going that crazy in real life.
Going that like method acting.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway, was the Electro Binders your one in the middle?
Yes, because what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I was already like running super low on time because I got here a bit late. But I still had to rewind that several times to like get through my head what the hell just happened.
What was going on, yeah.
It's such a tiny little minute thing, but it was like, what the hell?
What the f? Yeah, literally.
There are so many question marks in my note just because of that one bit.
Yeah, but honestly, I think on the whole, in my opinion, it was a good episode. I really liked it. It did have some saucy action, but that was not why it's one of my favorite ones. I prefer it to the Jedi still. Even after this discussion, I'm sorry, I would rather we watch it while we watch it instead of while we watching Michael Biehn.
These ones are all your fault.
What's all my fault?
The Borat jokes.
What Borat joke?
What are we watching?
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. Plausible deniability. I invoke my right to remain silent. Oh, also, there was that time when Cad Bane called, what's his name? Bobabino. Robobino. Bubble Brain. Robobiwa. Cad Bane calls him Bubble Brain.
That's racist.
That is a fucking racist. So, yeah.
That's why he never comes back. He was so offended by Cad Bane's words and deeds.
Yeah. I did also type down one of Robobino's famous quotes, and that's oopsie. Because when he's walking out the control room, he's going da 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 oopsie when he gets like cornered by Anakin. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So stupid.
Okay.
Oh,
I've also this discussion did make me realize that it wasn't at all that bad.
It wasn't bad. There was stuff to it.
Also, I do realize that the cool bits, aka the Cad Bane bits, that's like more than half the episode, probably.
It is.
So,
and I also quite like the music in the episode too. When Anakin was sneaking around, I quite liked it.
When he was doing his Die Hard shtick.
Yeah, I almost I almost thought you were going to say like it was Metal Gear Solid.
No, for once, no.
Yeah.
It actually reminded me of KOTOR, though. When 3E and Check's notes.
Wow, Check's notes.
Shahan Alama were going through the rooms and everything. That reminded me of a level from KOTOR.
Yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic. Just pestering people in their own rooms and threatening them for money.
Yeah, that is quite a KOTOR thing.
Finding people's sex droids.
Big yikes.
And very vigorously dancing Twi'leks. None in this episode. But a lot in KOTOR.
There was Fat Twi'lek, obviously, on Freetime in this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also found it very strange, like, I don't know if on Freetar's voice actor has changed between now and the Bad Batch. I assume so, but it didn't stick out that much. But Palpatine sounded really weird to me.
Why?
The voice actor. Like, I don't know if they changed him since the last time or...
No, this is the original Palpatine voice actor, and I quite like him, and he was doing it until the voice actor died. The voice actor died after season 6, I think. Or after season 5, sorry.
They brought in Mr. Rocky Horror Picture Show, right?
I don't know.
I think he voiced Palpatine in something. Whatever his name is, Tim Curry.
Tim Curry?
Yeah.
Did they actually?
I'm definite he voiced Palpatine and...
Go to the one place capitalism hasn't touched. Space!
Tim... Not Tom. Tim... Tick Curry. Imagine if Tim Curry voiced the clones. The Wrong Jedi and Sacrifice, and maybe some more.
Yeah, so that's the one when Ahsoka was on trial.
Also, they disappeared. I guess...
Iconic.
All of season 6.
Yeah.
No, wait, The Wrong Jedi was season 5, right?
Nah, yeah, season 5.
So 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Just some of it.
That's quite interesting.
the orders credit Chancellor Palpatine / Darth Vader. Why do they treat them like separate characters in this?
I remember the outrage when Palpatine's Wikipedia page changed to Sheev Palpatine.
It is his name. What do you want? It's not even the worst name he could have.
Yeah.
He could be Chad.
Oh, did you see how they changed? I mentioned this before I complained about this. They changed Naga Sadow's Wikipedia page to Darth Naga Sadow. Like, that's not his name. He's never called Darth Naga Sadow. He's only called Naga Sadow. Oh, well.
He wasn't a Sith Order. He was a Sith race, right?
Well, he was a Sith, but he wasn't like... They didn't use Darth back then. But, I mean, Star Wars fans like making each other angry, like complaining. So I think we are the true Star Wars.
Well, at least they weren't purposefully misgendering him. Like half of Star Wars Wikipedia.
No, they all got kicked out, luckily.
They got kicked out.
They kissed Grogu.
And they went to jail because he's not ready yet.
They don't have the same average age. I guess on that note, I feel like it's time, if anything, for us to be ceremonially sacrificed, along with Anakin Skywalker.
Anaheim.
What's his name? Anakin. Take
Hamakin and Pate.
Padme Anna sausage. No. Padme Anna beef.
Right, yeah. Sorry, I just spent a couple seconds thinking if her name is Padme Nabri or Amidala, but Amidala is her queen name, right?
Yes, but she took it on after she stepped down as queen.
So then she was Padme Amidala.
Yes.
Okay.
It's confusing.
I guess kings used to do like that. Like Charles IV, the Czech king, his name was Václav or Wenceslas.
Yeah.
But when he was crowned, he was crowned Charles.
And his surname or his house was Luxembourg.
Yeah, because his dad was from Luxembourg.
Classic.
Yeah, geopolitics.
The
1300s.
I love that. I love seeing that in Star Wars too.
The second movie.
I remember the second movie.
That's why my favorite bits in episode 7 was when the Republic blew up, because that was the only time we saw politics in Star Wars.
Bruh. I wish this podcast blows up.
Well, lucky for you, I have this monkey spool right here.
Oh no, what's the bad thing that happens?
We blow up.
The bad thing is we have to do it. We have to do another episode.
Fine, I'll do it ourselves.
Cool.
What?
I don't know.
You may fire when ready.